Tasty Talk. My name is Genesis and this is my best friend Jennifer. This is our first episode of Tasty Talk. Thank you for joining us. Today we will be eating and gossiping. Tune with us. Grab your snacks, grab your popcorn, whatever you want. Grab your mans, grab your girl. Let's sit down and let's talk.
So today we're having spam musubi.
Alright guys, so today the top question of the day is, do you really need sex in your life?
Girl, I think everyone, la que no se la está cogiendo bien, anda amargada hablando de todo.
True.
That's true. Hasta los guys también andan de malas or whatever, you know.
That's so true.
I think it's a big thing, like, and, you know, in the beginning, pues hasta vete de conocer o lo que sea, but eventually, you know, you guys are going to want to be intimate if you guys is, like, into each other or whatever. But I think as in a marriage, like, talking from experience, I think sex is a big part of it.
Oh, yeah.
I think you should keep it spicy, change it up throughout the years, because if it's the same thing as, like, you know, it does get tiring, you know?
You gotta incorporate games.
Yep.
Toys. If you're into that kind of stuff. I went to a segunda once, to a thrift store. Guess what they were selling? A gag.
Dude, shut up.
They were selling.
Oh, hell no. Bien usado, pero bien ahí.
And people were actually looking at them. They're like walking by, like, oh, look at that. And like couples would be like, hey, look, if it's sold. Like, would you buy something like that? Like, that's kind of weird, no?
Not at a thrift store.
Yeah.
A new one, yeah.
Brand new, yeah. Okay, Jenny, I have a question for you. Does the concept of a soulmate mean to you? Like, ¿qué piensas en eso, en los soulmates? Do you believe in them?
I do. I truly believe in them. Pero siento que it should always be, instead of saying like 50-50, it should be 100%. Like, you have to give your all to that person and receive the same thing too, because por eso luego se empiezan a salir los problems that you feel like you're the only one doing things or whatever. But I feel like there's somebody for everyone out there in this world. Whether it's far away, whether it's close by, like, you'll always eventually find somebody that gonna be feeling the vibe with you.
You know what? I saw a video today on TikTok, and it was like this art exhibit, and there was this lady and this man on this this piece of large wood, and it was spinning. And it said, like, when you cross paths, sometimes no pasa.
Yeah.
But then it's like you come.
Oh yeah, I see that when they're like dancing and going.
They're not dancing. They're just going around.
They're walking, hopping, yeah, like.
And unexpectedly, like, that person comes back into your life again, and I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens. You know, like, people are like sometimes like are meant to be. But you know what? I think that the concept of a soulmate is not only romantically, but I feel like también puede ser best friends or like your homegirl, your homeboy. Like, I feel like if you're on that level where you connect so well together, I feel like that's a soulmate.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to be romantic or sexual. I think it could just be like, man, you really get me. Yeah, like, you really get me. Like, I can talk to you for such a long time. Like, and the time, like, it could be like 10 years have passed by, but it's like
still talk to them, like, it's.
And it's like nothing has changed. I feel like that's, to me, is a soulmate. Someone that will always, like, no matter what happens, no matter how they change, like, you're always going to have their back and they're always going to have your back. That's what I think a soulmate is.
Yeah. I really like your answer. I feel like it is true that it's not just with, like, romantic advice and.
Because I've come across a few people in my life where I, like, connect with them, like, on another level, and it's like, wow, like, it's kind of scary how I don't even know this person or these people for, like, that long, and I can, like, connect on a good level with them, and it's just, like, it's kind of like, wow, like, this is, it's awesome. It's a good feeling, because it's, like, you find someone that not only likes the things that you like, but it's just, like, you just seem to, like, fit like a puzzle, you know? Like, you guys connect. Like that made me think of that video today of that couple on the spinning, like, plywood. It was so pretty, because it's, like, at the end of the day, they, no matter how much time passed by, they kept coming across each other, and finally they opened themselves to each other, and they, like, you know, se juntaron, and I thought it was so cute.
That's crazy.
I thought it was so cute. How did you meet your husband?
I met him in my party days. Todos los días andábamos haciendo el party.
How old are you?
I was 17 and he was 19 at the time.
Oh, young love.
Young love. Young crazy love.
Honestly, dude.
Party love.
It wasn't.
Y no paramos. Cuando nos casamos todavía seguimos, like party de más.
Isn't it crazy how that feeling, that like exhilarating feeling is when you're young, and it's like young love,
yeah,
and it's like it feels like so different.
It feels like an adrenaline.
Yes. So when I was younger,
sneaky links.
Yeah. When I met my husband, I was 14. I was such a baby. I was 14 years old. He was my next door neighbor. Anyways, so I saw him. I finally saw him, and I was like, "Ooh, maybe I do care. Maybe I do want him."
What'd you think, honestly, like at first, like?
I thought he was so. I still think. I thought at the moment. I thought he was so handsome. What I noticed about him immediately was his eyebrows, his super thick eyebrows, and his like white smile, like his big, perfect, nice teeth.
That's crazy, huh? Like how we ended up.
How everything happened, and you know what? I had just moved next door to him. Literally just moved. And I didn't know him till like maybe 3 months of being there.
Yeah.
I got to meet him because of his sister. So somehow his sister even said it. Like, you guys are gonna end up getting married. And I was like, girl, like I'm 14. Like, you don't even know that, like, chill. And she was right. So honestly, I thank her for that, and because she played a big role in putting us together.
Yeah.
So without her doing that, like I don't even know if I would have met him, and I wouldn't have had a baby with him. Like, I don't know where I would have been at.
Yeah. You guys, in this story that happened to me, I was doing a Zoom interview today, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so right now, so my baby's like chichalo right now, like he does not want to get the bottle or whatever. Ni me había arreglado or nothing. I was like still having breakfast with my son and stuff. And then the call starts coming in. And I'm like, oh my God, like the Zoom meeting or whatever. So then I rush to the room or whatever. And then so my baby could be calm. I start breastfeeding him, like. So I'm laying down in bed, toda like desgreñada or whatever. And I accept the call. Because, this girl's still going to go through that interview. Okay.
Boss.
Y ahí ando chicheando while being in the interview. And then the lady was like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm breastfeeding. Like, I straight up told this lady. And, people react differently, like, to
That's cool. I like that.
And I really love that this chick was, like, cool about it. She went through the whole interview. She was, like, talking to me all cool about it, Have you guys ever had, like, an experience about breastfeeding? Like, let us know down below in the comments.
I don't think I've ever had a bad experience. I just... One time was breastfeeding in the car, and there was something on top of my car. Dejé como una soda o algo. A tocar un señor y me asusté. Dije, oh my God, what the f-? And I was just like, yeah, thank you, I'll get it right now. My daughter's all sucking on my tail. So he didn't react bad, and he was actually older, like an older man. And usually those like older generations are like, put your tit away. Like,
yes.
But I actually saw a TikTok of a girl breastfeeding her kid, and she pressed record because I guess this guy was like harassing her, and it looked like she was like in like a, how at the mall there's like parking where it's like shaded, like it's like indoor parking, something like that. So it looked like she was in that type of parking, and this man, like, he had like an accent, like a country accent, like, you know what I mean, like a cowboy type of accent, and he was telling her like my kids are in the car, like, you need to put that away, like you need to go home and do that. And she's like, no, like my kid is hungry, like I'm feeding my kid right now, like why do you even care? Like, just tell your kids not to look. And the guy was like telling her like you need to put it away. She's like, do you want me to call the cops on you? Like, what you're harassing me right now. And I got so mad when I watched that video, because it's like, dude, like, when you go to a restaurant, we don't tell you, hey, like, cover your face while you're eating. Yeah. Like, it's a child. Like, my baby comes before any of your opinions. Like, my baby's hungry. There are some women that do want to cover up. Personally, I do cover up. I don't know. I just feel uncomfortable. It's more like I feel
me too. Out in public
with people seeing my boob.
Yeah, out in public.
But I am so proud of the women that are like, I don't care. Like, I'm breastfeeding. Like, this is a tit, and it's normal. Yeah. And it's starting to become more of a. I love that it's like becoming more of a normal thing. Yes. That boobs,
I mean, it's always been normal, but out in public.
Yes, like publicly, like boobs are not just sexual. Like, when we're breastfeeding our kids, it's not because we want to turn you on, or it's like, no, we're feeding our children. This is how they live. This is literally how they survive. Like, we need to feed them. Interview that you did, I thought that was awesome that you didn't tell the person that was interviewing you, like, hey, like, actually, can you give me like 20 more minutes? Like, I'm breastfeeding. No, you were like, all right, I'll take this call. Like, I'm doing what I'm doing, and that's how it's gonna be. Like, whatever. And I love that. I love that you did that. That's really
even
cool.
I'm still gonna answer that interview, okay?
Hey, at the club. Hey, what's up, girl?
I'll see you on Monday. Clock me in right now. Have you guys ever had an experience like that, whether like you guys encountered a person being like harassed because of breastfeeding or stand up?
I've seen like social experiments where people, these men put these girls out some girls walking with their tits all out, like sexual, and these men stare and they don't say nothing. They like call them, and then they put a woman breastfeeding in public, and people are like, put that away, and it's like. She's sitting right next to her, and then she's like, but she has her boobs out. Why don't you tell her anything? Well, because that's hot, and that's not. Like, it's like,
damn.
What the fuck?
There's men out there that are like that.
That is so gross.
Yeah.
Like,
what do you think about, like, as a parent now, or just in general, that they're advertising, like, letting the little kids grow up being gay? Do you think that they persuade them to be okay with that, or like it's just what? Like the gays?
What about them?
Like nowadays, I've seen it a lot. Like, you know, como que se está haciendo más normal que, like, they put it out in books. They talk about it in school.
I think they should. I think it's. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with getting my daughter that type of stuff. I'm okay with her seeing that on TV. Because
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing, and back then it was so like shunned, like so hidden, and I'm glad. I'm so happy that it's coming out now, because it's like, okay, dude, you're born that way. You can't change it. It's like how I like a man, like people like the same sex. Like, we cannot fucking change that. Like, it you know, like, as much as you try, like, oh, go to church. No, it does not. Like, it's inside of you. That's what you're attracted to, and I hate people.
Gonna shine. Gay, lo gay vas.
I'm all for that shit. I'm all for that, and I do teach I will raise my daughter like that. I will tell her, like, that is normal, and love is love. Like, whatever it is, like, you know, you respect that.
Because and if you like, antes no hablaban de eso, so por eso gente were scared to come out.
You know what? I come from a very, very religious family, like incredibly religious. That if you were to come out as gay, you would definitely be.
Disowned.
100%. Get out of my house. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm not even associating with you.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, growing up, I kind of had that mentality, you know? But I was more of part of the generation where it was like, it's normal, you should accept it. And it was little by little, like, okay, like, you know what? I'm not even going to go against it, but I'm not with it.
Yeah.
So I grew up with that mentality, and literally, I'm not kidding you, when I had my daughter, it's like a button in me switched. I was like, I cannot believe that there are parents out there that are okay with disowning their kid or telling them that it's bad that they love this person. I would never do that to my daughter. So immediately, I'm not even kidding you.
Anybody that's not okay with masturbating themselves.
Exactly. From one day to the next, I was like, nope. I actually left that religion. I'm not part of that religion no more. I'm like, you know what? No, love is love, and I will accept it in my daughter. My daughter, if she comes out as lesbian or transgender or whatever the heck she wants to be, I will be there always. I will be there 100% rooting her on. And anybody like that needs it, I'm right here rooting them on. Hell yeah, get that. Thank you guys for joining us. We had so much fun. We hope to see you guys on our next episode. We will be posting every Friday. So stay tuned. Follow us, subscribe, follow us on TikTok at Tasty.Talk podcast. Follow us on YouTube and follow us on Instagram. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.